A key camera skill to learn is focus, to ensure that you don't end up with blurry shots.
On the left-hand side of the camera, you will find the focus selector. At the moment, it is set to automatic. While this seems like an easy option, keeping the camera in autofocus will give you substandard results. Take, for instance, this scene where we have objects positioned varying distances from the camera. We want our subject to be in focus, but they're situated at the side of the screen. Autofocus takes its focal reference from the center of the screen instead, so our subject appears blurry. In fact, autofocus proves to be problematic in a whole host of scenarios, like low light conditions, low contrast, when a subject has fine repetitive patterns, or is positioned behind a see-through foreground, like a chain-link fence. In short, the camera is not as decisive as we are, and can only guess our intentions. This is why we tend to keep the focus selector set to manual, so we are in control. At the front of the camera, there are two rings. The one furthest from the camera operator is the focus ring, which allows us to focus the lens wherever we wish to. As we turn this ring, we see the focal point move through the objects in our image until we have our subject framed clearly and the background blurring faintly. Another way to do this is to point the camera directly at the subject so that they are in the center, and press the Push Auto button on the left of the camera. This momentarily pushes the camera into autofocus and will return to manual on release.
There are many different ways to frame a shot. Wide, mid-shot, close-up. The second key technique, zoom, will start you thinking about how best to compose your shot.
The camera ring nearest the operator controls zoom. As we rotate the ring, the subject enlarges. It is also possible to control zoom using the rockers on the top of the camera. However, this method gives you much less control over the speed of your zoom. The correct way to frame up your subjects is to use both zoom and focus together. We place our subjects in the scene on their mark and then zoom into their eyes. Here we rotate the focus ring until their eyes look sharp, and then we pull back again using zoom. Now we know the distance they are away from us is perfectly in focus. This may seem time-consuming at first, but soon becomes instinctive.